Welcome to What Did You Just Say podcast. My name is Eric Vo. I'm sitting here with my co-host, Mr. Greg, aka Mr. Reverend Greg, aka we haven't thought of a third one yet.
AKA.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So it's official. We are living in a simulation.
What?
Yep, we are living in a simulation. So we posted a clip about washing your hands after you pee, and my whole TikTok feed was podcasts talking about the same subject. So people are either listening to us and copying us, or it was just the right timing. What's your thoughts on that?
I would love to think they're copying us. I mean, we are the blueprint.
Yeah, we're
Let's be
trendsetters.
honest.
Facts. The blueprint like Jay-Z, or like the blueprint like
I don't.
a construction site.
Probably construction side right
Like
now.
we're building the foundation.
Yeah, I feel like Jay-Z is part of the simulation. We're trying not to
Do you
be.
think Jay-Z is an NPC?
I mean, have you seen the Nicki Minaj conspiracy?
No, what
It's
is
just
it?
Jay-Z with his voice pitched down. So yeah, he probably is an NPC.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj is completely fake. Everything about her is fake. Body,
That's what I'm.
lyrics.
That's what I'm saying. Like
She
Jay
don't write
Z,
her own
Jay
lyrics,
Z does
1000%.
every single song. I'll find the video for you. It has Jay Z singing one of her songs, one of her older songs. I think it's Super Bass or something like that. And
Okay.
it's just Jay Z singing it, and then they pitch it down. It sounds exactly like Nicki Minaj.
So you,
It's
do you think
crazy.
he is her ghostwriter?
Yeah, he probably ghostwrites for a lot of people. I mean, he's got bars.
Yeah,
Let's
I
not
like
deny
his
that.
lyrics now because it's just like I'm better than everybody. I own a bunch of real estate,
Yeah.
offshore accounts. I'm rich as fuck. Fuck y'all.
That Tom Ford shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love
Paris,
that shit.
where we been, park my Parisian.
Yeah, but how weird is that, dude? There were so many podcasts just same subject. It's like I didn't see
So weird.
any of those podcasts say that. I thought it was just an organic conversation.
So weird. It was literally like the day after we shared it too.
Yep. Yep.
The day after, I saw at least 3 or 4 different ones, and then
Had
you
the most
sent me
views.
the 2 of them. Mm-hmm. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But anyways, Halloween is upon us. Spooky season is here. Little spooky season, little spooky season. Got anything planned?
Gonna hit a little haunted trail.
Okay.
With our producer.
Okay, okay.
Get some pumpkins.
Okay.
Carve them up. Standard stuff. Maybe go have sex in the graveyard, something like that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Little ritual. Bring back the dead. Little
Hopefully-
sacrifice.
Hopefully the dead will join us.
Yeah.
You know what I
Sacrifice your virgin body.
Well, this ain't a virgin body, but I'll sacrifice it.
What about the anus? Is that virgin?
That is not to be discussed.
There's been a plug up there a time or two.
There's one in
At
right
least a
now,
tongue.
baby. I can't get up. This shit'll fall out.
Oh shit! You're revving your engines right next to me,
Reverend Greg.
Reverend Greg. I like it.
Revving the engine.
So let's give some advice though to the guys out there that they're trying to go on a first date. They're trying to seduce the girl they're talking to. What should they do?
I mean, I think you got it. You got to take them to a trail. Like a haunted house is cool, but with that crisp fall weather coming in, you're out there, it's like 55, 60 degrees. That's the perfect weather to go on a nice little stroll, mid-October,
Yeah, but what if
late
you're
October.
afraid of that shit?
Well, then get someone to fucking take you then. You know what I'm saying? You
So it'd be like the guardian, like I'm gonna protect you from like all the people trying to attack us and scare us.
I mean, if you're scared, you shouldn't be taking somebody.
Yeah, but that shit's scary.
Do you want me to take you?
I would love for you to take me and
I mean,
protect me.
you're a big guy, but I could put my arm around you.
Dude, 6'4", 2 something, but I'm still a pussy at heart,
It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
I got you. Hey.
I'll never forget when I was like 13, 14. I was in Virginia Beach on vacation with my family, and my cousin was like, let's go to the haunted house. Let's go to the haunted house. We bought tickets. They were like $40 a piece. Made it to the top of the stairs. Heard a woman scream. And we looked at each other. We were
chickened
like,
out?
fuck no, we're not doing this. Yeah.
Did you get your money back?
Hell no, we didn't get our money back.
Good. You don't
Yep,
deserve
just
it back.
wasted $40, ran out like little girls, and never went back.
When I was like 5 or 6 years old, my grandfather took me and my brother Mikey to like a little haunted house. It was actually in a convention center in downtown Honolulu. I had some kind of pamphlet on me, and as we were going towards the end of, it was kind of like a maze, like they set it up to where, you're meandering about through what is pretty much just an open space. And I dropped the paper, and one of the people in character, in costume, was trying to give it back to me. I fucking wigged out. Dude. I wigged out because they were just
Did
like
you hear about
coming
that?
towards me.
Did you hear about that place that like you got to sign like a fucking NDA?
Oh yeah.
And they like fucking kidnap you and like torture you. And
You know
like,
what's crazy? That shit has like an 18-month, 2-year wait list.
Dude, that's insane. Would you do that? I don't think it's worth the thrill.
I mean, maybe
Our producer would do it. You want to get waterboarded?
I
That's what they do.
honestly I don't know if I would do it with her. I don't know if
I
I'd
would
do
go
it
to
with
like
her.
intense haunted houses now, but like that shit,
I
getting
would
tortured.
I would not go with you. I wouldn't. The reason being is because
I like gagging too.
you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
No.
If you're signing a waiver, then they can touch you. They can pull you off.
Dude, I've seen too many movies where that shit
Yeah,
goes
no,
wrong.
I'm good. I mean,
No
like if it was
fucking
me and
way.
you know, like that, maybe yeah, I'd be down for that. But if we were going with some girls, I would not.
It would take a lot,
good.
like, not to retaliate and like try to fuck somebody up for trying to grab me.
Right, and then imagine you do put your hands on someone. It's probably all a bunch of ex-felons and rednecks.
Oh yeah,
that are just
rednecks for
dressed
sure.
up,
Yeah,
fucking with people.
fucking each other's cousins and shit like that.
Exactly. They're probably gonna pull our girls into some other room and do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, no, I'm good. I'm good on that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But the first advice is obviously invite them over for a movie. Put on a horror movie.
Yes.
You know, we're gonna jump into our top 5 horror movies in a little bit, but put on a horror movie, Netflix and chill. You know, grab some Merlot, just chill out. But that's the first thing.
Movie.
Haunted house is the second thing.
I
There's
think
plenty of
I think
haunted houses
pumpkin
around.
Patch, I think pumpkin patch is essential.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, pumpkins are kind of, you know, they're. I don't dislike them, but I don't love them. You know, kind of.
It's a little boring. It's a little boring.
Yeah, and then carving them is
basic.
You know, carving them. Number one, I'm not good at carving pumpkins, so kind of.
You're not
You know.
artistic at all?
Not really.
No, me
I'm
neither.
gonna be
Me
honest.
neither.
No, I'm
I
not.
couldn't fucking draw a stick figure if you
I'm
paid me to.
not. But the girls like it.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true.
So you're trying to please them, make sure they're having a good time.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
I would tell a guy to take him to the pumpkin patch. You know, go to some kind of like a place like Mike's Farm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here locally, that's a good spot. I think going to the graveyard is definitely a good play.
Graveyard's a good play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like going out to a little town, going to the bar, getting a couple drinks in you, and then going to the graveyard.
We had this place in Massachusetts called Spider Gates.
Okay.
And then, like, the rumor was, like, Halloween, like, they come up from the grave, all the ghosts are, like, wandering around. Like, you would try to stay as long as you can, but... Yeah, it was a little sketchy. A little sketchy.
Did anyone ever see any ghosts?
I never went. I'm soft.
What about
I didn't go.
anybody you know?
Yeah, then some girl got raped there, and then it was, like, kind of shut
Oh,
down.
fuck.
Yeah.
By a ghost?
Might have been by a ghost. You
Hey,
never
man,
know.
That might be someone's fantasy.
Might be V's over here. You never know.
Maybe, man. I mean, we went to a graveyard, and it was a good time. I mean,
I think the best thing to do is throw a Halloween party.
Halloween party
Yep,
with a bunch
costume
of costumes.
party,
Yeah, that'd be
yep.
dope.
That's the best thing
I
to
haven't
do.
been to one, honestly.
Really?
No, I would love to do that.
We used to throw them every year.
Nah.
Me and my 2 roommates. Every single year we throw a fucking
Yeah,
Halloween
that's
party.
awesome.
Talk about getting crazy.
I never really even dressed up.
Really?
Probably last time I dressed up for Halloween was like 9 years old, 10 years
Damn,
old.
bro, you were sheltered, man. You
Honestly,
didn't go to college either. though.
I didn't have like a big interest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Halloween's cool, but I feel like it's slightly overrated.
Dude, Halloween is when the girls dress like sluts, though.
Girls dress like sluts all the fucking time nowadays.
Yeah, but they take it to the next level.
Well, when you're me, looking at you, they take it to the next level all the time.
Oh, look at Mr. fucking hopeless romantic over here. But if you're in a relationship, best thing to do is do whatever the fuck your girl wants to do and just agree.
That's the advice
That's
for
it.
any holiday.
Yeah,
That's
just-
the advice for a
just do
regular
it. Fuck
fucking
it.
weekend.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Happy wife is a happy life. Is that what they say?
Something like that.
Something like that. But
Happy
anyways,
wife lets me pipe.
horror movies. What's your take on them?
Love them.
Me too.
Love
Love
'em.
them.
Love them when I can't predict what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm,
You know, when there's those twists that you don't anticipate. Because a lot of movies nowadays, they fall into like archetypes and, you know, predictable tropes.
Yeah, a lot of them are predictable, but the ones that have like twists and turns are the fucking
Oh, yeah.
greatest. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be jump scares. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like it could be just kind of an unnerving, kind of like a psychological effect.
But like movies like the Paranormal Activities, love those movies because there's
Yeah.
like some realism towards them. You know what I mean? Like if you believe in like the afterlife and ghosts and shit like that, like they're very believable.
Yeah,
Same thing with like
definitely.
Exorcist and shit like that.
The like the third person view, like shooting with the camcorder. I like that. I feel like it's kind of overplayed now, but Paranormal Activity was definitely like
They were like the
the
originators
OG
of that shit.
of
Yeah.
that. Yeah, Paranormal Activity is great. They all kind of blend together. I
Yeah.
don't think there's like 5 or 6 of them.
I lost count, but they're all good.
Yeah,
They're all scary.
I remember seeing the first at least 3,
Hmm.
and those were really good. I like those a lot.
So what's your top 5?
Oh, my top 5.
Top 5 horror movies.
Fuck, I can't remember. Hold on.
Do you want me to go first?
Sorry, guys. No, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Little
Little elevator music. Boop, 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 boop,
I like
boop.
Christmas more, if you can't tell.
Okay.
All right, so my top 5 Halloween/horror movies. Number 5, I'm going Trick or Treat.
Love it.
Classic.
Love it.
Classic.
That's a cult classic right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Very like, not everyone knows about it, but if you do, you rave about it.
Oh yeah, that one's great. I'm just gonna kind of rapid fire here. Number 4, Insidious, the first one.
Yep.
The first.
All
one.
of them are pretty good.
They're all pretty good, but the first one is just like groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's such a unique concept for a horror film. Number 3, I'm going Terrifier. I know
Oh,
we were
shit,
talking
yeah.
about that. I know you haven't.
What's the clown's name again?
I don't think he has a name.
No, he does have a name. He does have
I
a name.
can't remember. I've only seen it a
Look that
handful
up
of
real quick,
times.
because the second one just came out and it's getting crazy reviews.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most gory film of all time. Art the Clown.
Art the Clown. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times, but that shit was just like, whoa. Because
Yeah, it's
he's a
gruesome.
creepy
It's gruesome.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Creepy. And then, like, he goes and he kidnaps those chicks. Fucks them up.
Yeah, I heard the second one is pretty brutal.
Number 2, I'm going to go 30 Days of Night.
Okay.
Yep, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like how it plays on the whole fact that during winter up
Who's
in...
who's the star of that?
I think it's not Ethan Hawke, is it? No, I don't
Is it
think
the
so.
dude from
And the lead
Faculty?
vampire, it's Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, the dude from The Faculty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
What happened to Josh Hartnett?
I think it's Danny Houston or Danny Huston or something like that. He's another pretty well-known actor.
What
He's the
happened to
lead
Josh
vampire.
Hartnett? Type that in because
I
he
don't
had
know.
a run of great movies.
I don't know. He's in a bunch of stuff that we would know.
Yeah, The Faculty.
The Faculty.
Um,
It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm having a brain fart.
Yeah,
He's
me
in
too.
a couple good ones.
Was he in O?
Was he in O?
Yeah, Othello.
Old fella? I don't know.
Othello, the Shakespeare
Othello?
movie.
No, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't think
Micaiah
so.
Pfeiffer. I think he was. Put in his
what-
filmography.
Yeah, what movies was Josh in?
He was definitely in O with Micaiah Pfeiffer because he kills his girl. Spoiler alert. Faculty.
What other movies
He was in
is
that.
he It's
Black Hawk
yes,
Down.
that's the one I'm
yeah,
thinking of. That's the one
yeah.
I'm thinking
He
of.
had a run of really good
Yeah.
movies.
Um,
Pearl Harbor.
yes. Yeah,
Damn.
that Pearl Harbor movie was actually really good.
40 Days, 40 Nights.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah,
my-
great actor. What the
so,
fuck happened to
side
him?
note-
Jesus Christ.
Side note,
Okay.
going off track here, my grandfather does a lot of like firearm training,
Mm-hmm.
and the pilot of one of those helicopters from Black Hawk Down, because I mean that was a true story.
Yep.
He has a compound out in Texas that my grandfather goes and trains at, like every October, November, I think, and he basically said that the movie's bullshit.
Spot on. Oh, bullshit.
No, it's bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. And he actually was discharged because he was so adamant about going in to, save his comrades,
Mm-hmm.
his brothers in arms. And yeah, they went and made the movie, and
Well, it's Hollywood, dude.
they,
Come on.
they totally got an inaccurate
Yeah, it's
portrayal.
Hollywood. They're going to fluff everything up.
Yeah.
They probably fluffed the Titanic up, too.
I mean, what if the Titanic didn't sink?
There was so much room on that door. Fuck that girl, whatever her name is. Killed Leo.
Hot take, I feel like the Titanic's overrated.
Super overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's overrated.
James Cameron is overrated, honestly.
Think so?
Avatar, trash.
You think so?
Trash.
I like the Avatar at the
No,
time. I mean,
trash.
it's basically a copy paste of what is it with Kevin Bacon? I think.
Kevin Bacon, Dirty Dancing?
No, Gone with the Wind, or no, not Gone with the Wind, but Tatanka.
No
Dances
idea,
with
dude.
Wolves. Dances
Oh,
with
Dances
Wolves.
with
That's a
Wolves,
great
okay.
movie. It's basically the same fucking thing. I'm gonna see the second one.
No, I will
See what
not.
they do.
I'll wait for it to be on like Netflix and watch it,
Yeah.
but I'm not wasting 3 hours
It's
to watch
not
that
fucking
bullshit.
Kevin Bacon. It's Kevin Costner.
Kevin
Goddamn it.
Costner.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Why'd I say Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon's a fucking legend, dude.
Yeah, he is so low key. He
You
is.
ever seen Hollow Man?
No, I don't think so.
Good movie. Definitely
It's a
watch
good
it.
movie. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I have a list in my notes of movies that I need to watch?
I could give you like 50
Yeah, I mean, you
because
absolutely
you're
should.
behind on everything. What's
Anyways,
number one?
number one. What was number one? Number one is Sinister. Sinister with Ethan Hawke.
Sinister is a fucking scary ass movie.
Yeah,
That's really good.
that one is super fucking demented. That one is really really good.
They did studies on like people's heart rates during that movie, and it's the highest horror movie. Like where people were watching it, it's the highest heart rate like
Yeah,
ever recorded.
yeah, that one is
watching the
super
movie.
unsettling with how he goes and just fucking manipulates the kids. Super scary. When they stumble upon the tapes and they're going and watching all that shit, fuck, dude, that shit is.
Would you, if you were in your
Crazy.
attic and you came across tapes like that, would you watch them?
Out of curiosity, probably, yeah. Like if I had a projector,
I think I would too.
yeah, just out of
What
curiosity.
about like The Ring? Like you knew it was going to kill you in 7 days. Would you watch it?
I mean, if I knew, then no. Why would I do that?
Curiosity kills the cat. Why not?
I'm not a cat. I'm a dog.
All right, my top 5.
What you got?
Number 5 is The Conjuring.
Okay.
Conjuring, saw it in the movie theaters. That shit was awesome.
Yeah.
Like tons of jump scares. I think there was one where she was like on the dresser, like the demon was on the dresser, and they closed the door and she like fucking jumped down. That was wild. Great movie.
Yeah, the first one's definitely the best. The series kind of holds up though. I mean,
Yeah, it's not bad.
they're
Even
not
the one
bad.
they just came out with wasn't bad.
Yeah, I
at all.
like that one. It was pretty good.
The Warrens are real people too. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that's all. It's. I don't know how, like, accurate it is to what they've actually done, but I know that that couple's real.
Yeah.
Pretty
They are. They
crazy.
just hunt demons. It's pretty,
Pretty
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy life. Number 4 is It, the original and the remake.
Yeah.
Both awesome.
I haven't seen the original.
Really?
No. No.
That's a must watch.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty like spot on, honestly. Like
With
they're very the same. It's just kind of
how
modernized.
it compares to the remake. I've seen the first It. I haven't seen Chapter 2.
Chapter 2 is like It Chapter 2, the original. It's just like, why are we doing this? And he turns into this fucking spider at the end. It's like, this is...
Yeah, isn't he like an alien or something?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
The guy who plays It in the remake, Skarsgård, was it Alex Skarsgård? It's
Bill,
Bill.
yeah.
Sorry, Alex Skarsgård was in the Northman.
Yeah.
So Bill
He's in True
Skarsgård
Blood, too.
is he's playing Nosferatu next year. That is like the OG horror film.
What
I
else
think
was
it's
he
from
in?
1930.
He's in The Barbarian, too. I need to see that.
Yeah, he's the lead actor in that. I heard that one's pretty good, but Nosferatu is the original horror movie, black and white. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
No? Okay.
No idea.
So they're doing a remake of it next year. Robert Eggers, the guy who did The Northman, The Lighthouse, and Skarsgård is playing Nosferatu.
He's a great actor. I like him a
So
lot.
look at the image of this guy. This is filmed.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now that I see it, I know who that is.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's gonna be pretty
Yeah.
good.
He's a great actor. Number 3 is Scream.
Yeah,
Scream is
good
the
choice.
first rated R movie I saw as a kid. I think I was like 8 years old when it came out.
really.
Yeah, my dad let me watch it and I was fucking terrified. Terrified. When he guts Drew Barrymore in the beginning movie and her guts are just all over the place
How old
hanging
were
from
you?
a tree. I was 8 years old. Fucked me up.
You want to know what the first rated R movie I saw was?
Go ahead.
Old School.
Old school. Okay,
Old School.
okay,
Yeah, I was
okay.
probably like 7 or 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one to see. But then I listened to Slim Shady LP and then that fucked me up even more.
Yeah, that's more
And
than
that's
rated
probably
R.
why I'm demented.
That's NC-17.
I think that's why I had, like, hated my mom for a little bit. Like that little phase when you're a teenager, you're like, "Fuck you! You can't tell me what to do." I blame Eminem. But anyways, number 2, Blair
A lot to
Witch
unpack
Project. Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
It
Good
fucking,
choice.
it's so realistic, and then like the end, the last like 10 minutes, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Wild. If you're in the woods, terrifying.
The woods are just kind of
Yeah,
scary
you just
by
lose all
themselves.
direction, and then you have a fucking demented witch chasing you. Could
She
you
ain't-
survive
She
that?
ain't chasing you. She's hunting you.
Yeah, she's hunting you.
That's
she's
her
possessing you.
territory.
Yeah.
That's her humble
Have you ever seen it?
abode. Only once or twice. It's been a long time. Probably like at least 10 years.
That's one of those like top 5.
I,
If you ask
I definitely
anybody,
liked
Blair
it.
Witch is in it.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the like OG modern horror films.
Don't watch the second one; it sucks though.
Really.
Number 1 is Children of the Corn. I got 2
Excellent.
Stephen King movies in this, but Children of the Corn.
Not Children of the Goat.
No, not Children of the Goat. Children of the Corn. Malachi. Fuck that kid.
Yeah. I've read the book. I haven't seen the movie.
You got to see it. That's one movie I'm surprised they haven't remade.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean, it's
I'm
Hollywood.
surprised
You
they
know,
haven't done
it's
that.
only a matter of time.
Hmm. But imagine that, just a bunch of kids kill their parents and like just run the world.
I mean, it might happen.
It could
It
happen.
might happen.
It could
You
happen.
never know.
If your kid was coming at you with a knife, what would you do?
I'd fuck that little shit
Dude,
up.
I'm putting him 50 fucking yards. Dude.
Yeah,
50 yards down the field.
yeah. Or I'm grabbing them by the fucking scruff of their collar, putting them on the wall. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong
Just
with
throw him
you?
out the window, dude. Fuck that shit.
Or I might just go full Anakin Skywalker and just kill all the
And then
younglings.
just run down the neighborhood just killing all the kids.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Do you think you could beat up 50 second graders coming at you? All you have is a bat.
I mean, you seen you remember the scene from Step Brothers
Mm-hmm.
where he steps up to his bully and his bully's like
Yeah.
some fourth grader. Yeah,
Think you could do it?
I'm fucking him up.
50?
Yeah,
50's a lot.
I don't give a shit.
How old are you in second grade? 7, 8 years old?
Yeah,
Something like that?
yeah, 7, 8.
So they're like 4, 8 height wise?
I mean, it could be anywhere from like 4 feet to 5 feet.
Depends on where you are.
Some
I
kids
guess.
are big these days.
If you're in
dude.
Texas, they're probably like 200 pounds
Them
already.
cordon-fed motherfuckers, man. Yeah, it depends on where you
Already
are.
offensive line for LSU.
Yeah, they're already being recruited in like the
Yeah.
4th grade. But yeah, why not, man? What the fuck?
Oh, I could take him down. 1000%.
Absolutely.
If I got a baseball bat, dude, Sammy Sosa all fucking day, dude.
Sammy
They're
Sosa.
done.
I'm going Canseco.
I'm going Aaron Judge.
He went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
Dude, how mad are you going to be when he's a Red Sox next year?
I don't see that happening.
I do. He's a Red Sox fan.
You try to get little bribes out of me, and you try and rile me up. That's not happening. Come
It's
on,
gonna happen.
let's be
It's
realistic.
gonna happen.
Why the fuck would they not re-sign Devers?
They didn't
And-
re-sign Devers and Bogarts because Aaron Judge is coming to
So
Boston.
for a 30-year-old Aaron Judge, you're cool with them doling out. He just had
Yeah, because we got Trevor
arguably
Story.
he had arguably the
Add
greatest offensive season in the history of the game this year.
Who?
Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, you could really make a strong argument for him having the best offensive
Yeah.
season ever.
What do you think about the steroid stuff?
Um,
Because I think that
it's-
it should all count.
I think it's time to just kind of accept the fact that it happened and accept that those stats.
Because
Um,
everyone was
count.
doing steroids at that time.
Let Roger Clemens in the Hall of Fame. Let
Barry
Barry Bonds
Bonds,
in.
yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what's the holdup? Like, what is the dogma against
because
these
the MLB
individuals?
lost a ton of money because of that shit.
The MLB is probably the worst run
The MLB will not exist
pro
in 20
franchise.
years.
That would be a sad day.
20 years.
That's a lot of history. That's a lot of tradition to go
Dude,
down the
with the
drain.
fucking attention span of the kids growing up, they can't sit through that shit. I can barely sit through
Yeah,
that
I
shit
can
now.
barely do it nowadays.
I put the Yankees game on when I got home. It was like 2-2 in the 8th, and I was like, this is boring.
It started at like 1:00.
I would rather watch soccer at this point.
Soccer's fun to watch, man. Dude, those Champions Leagues games, they
I've been
are
watching 'em. I've
so
been watching 'em.
fun to watch.
Saturday morning, Sunday morning,
Yeah,
Yep.
they're awesome.
World Cup coming up.
How about Judge though, man? Let's just notice for a second. He bet on himself, and it fucking paid off. Has anyone bet on themselves and had a greater return?
Tom Brady.
How did he bet on himself? What?
He always took less money.
That's
He
not.
always took less money.
That's not betting on yourself, man.
Yeah, he did. Because he's like, I know what I'm worth. I could get the bank, but I'm going to take less so everyone else can get paid and we're going to win.
That's not betting on yourself in the sense of
Yeah, it's betting on his worth.
we're gonna just
Yeah,
drop the
he
Tom
went to
Brady
Tampa.
stuff, man. We're gonna
Went to
drop.
Tampa and won. He's like, I can do it without
That's because
Bill.
Bill didn't want him there anymore.
No.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Well, why the fuck did they draft Garoppolo then?
We always drafted. You got to have a backup.
What other quarterback did they draft that early?
We never paid Garoppolo, though. We traded him.
Right, because Brady kept playing well. Yeah, look, man, I understand that Brady is one of the GOATs. He's on the
He is
he's
the GOAT.
he's on the Mount Rushmore.
Correct it. He
of
is the
athletes.
GOAT. Correct it.
So he's more of a GOAT than
Correct it.
Tiger
Let me hear
Woods.
you say it. He's the GOAT.
I wouldn't put him above Tiger Woods. I wouldn't put him above
Why not?
Serena Williams.
The NFL
I
is
wouldn't.
probably the
I wouldn't put
toughest
him. I wouldn't
sport
put
to
him
win a
above
championship.
Messi. I wouldn't put him above Ronaldo.
Messi, dude, get out of here.
I wouldn't
man.
put him above Ronaldinho.
What has Messi done?
7 Ballon d'Ors, which is basically Player of the Year for the
Okay.
entire planet.
Okay.
5 or 6 Champions Leagues, multiple
Okay.
titles
Okay.
within
Okay.
his own country. I mean,
We're talking about America, brother. America.
we're talking about the Mount Rushmore of athletes.
Tom Brady is.
He's up there. He's not
George
the
Washington
GOAT.
on that motherfucker.
You're putting him above Jordan?
Yeah,
We're done with
Yep.
this.
I am.
We're done.
I am.
I'm done with you for a minute.
Okay, that's fine. Well, let's jump into segment 2. Hypotheticals.
Get to jumping.
Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna jump into some hypotheticals here. We're gonna stick with the kind of like the Halloween theme right now. All right.
Okay.
So if the Purge was real, you've seen the Purge movies, obviously, right?
Uh-huh.
If it was real, what would you do? How are you spending that night?
I'm hiding out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Solo
hiding
dolo.
out. Well, I mean, with whoever's around, and whoever wants to be safe. I mean, there's strength in numbers.
Okay.
Strength in
What if your
unity.
enemies come for you?
Well, we're going to have the house decked out, first of all.
Okay. Okay.
Second of all, if you get past the defenses, you have to deal with us.
Okay.
What is the like purpose of just going out and fucking people up?
So they say it lowers the crime limit for the rest of the year because people just get it out of their system. It's obviously some like population control.
It's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. That's why those movies honestly suck.
No, I like those movies. Those movies are good.
I mean, they're cool, kind of for just like the quick visceral thrill, the quick hit of dopamine, but
Yeah.
they kind of suck.
The first one was really good.
The only reason that there was more of them is because they made money.
And
That's
people kept
it.
watching it. People think it's a good idea. Obviously.
They have something similar going on in Illinois.
Really?
There was some kind of, or maybe it's Indiana. I don't know the specifics of it,
What
but
the fuck are they doing
it's
in
Illinois. There's some type of legislation that got passed starting January 1st. Cash bail is going to be eliminated.
Okay.
I saw something along the lines of police aren't going to be allowed to. Hold on, Veronica's got it. Criminals who commit misdemeanors or nonviolent crimes will be released after they're arrested. They're not going to book you.
Okay. Okay.
And then I saw something, I don't know if it's true or not, but there's going to be like a delayed response to people who have already been booked. So basically, I could just run up in your house and kidnap somebody, and they're not going to respond.
Interesting.
I
Why are they
don't-
doing that? What's the reason behind it?
Fuck if I know, dude. Fuck if I know. It's 2022. 2023 is going to be wild.
That's where Chicago is too. Chicago's wild.
Yeah. Well,
It's got one of the highest murder rates in the country.
I mean, what the fuck do you think is going to happen with that?
It's gonna fucking get right back in their face. That's it. They're gonna
Yeah.
regret it.
That's why it's a dumb idea.
Stupid idea. Who thought of that?
They probably got the idea
Was it
from
some
the
fucking
movies.
hard right Republican? Like, let's just get rid of crime for a day so we can kill all the
They probably got
blacks.
the idea from the movies.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Fucking idiots, man.
You know, Hollywood's doing something right, man, you know?
This is why we need to be in charge.
Dude, if I was in charge, this place would be so much fun. This whole country.
Free healthcare, free
Free
college,
healthcare, free college,
free housing
weed,
if you're
legal,
struggling.
federally legal
Mhm.
weed.
right.
You know,
Better,
cocaine at its purest. What else could we do?
better access to food
Yeah.
that's not processed.
Mhm.
No tax on food.
No tax on anything.
No tax on food.
Tax the churches.
We definitely tax on them churches.
Oh yeah, fuck them.
Joel
dude.
Osteen's going to be
Yeah.
helping us
Oh,
build new
yeah,
roads.
yep. And then you got to give 10% of everyone's income back to them too, that they donated.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
You've
you
been
like
thinking
that?
about
I've been
this,
thinking
haven't
about.
you?
Actually, no, it all just hit my brain. Yeah.
You're a savant. man.
Critical thinker is
You're
what
a
they call
savant.
it. Yeah.
You're
Put
a
me in
fucking
charge.
savant.
Vote for me. 2028.
I would
Yeah,
prefer
2028.
I would prefer not to be in charge. Can I be your VP though?
Oh, you could be my VP. Yeah.
Fuck
You could be
yeah.
my Kamala.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going.
You would be a good Kamala too.
Of course I would. Except I wouldn't be trying to lock people up for smoking dope.
Yeah, she did that in California, right?
Yeah. She like
Yeah.
built her whole career on
You live
that.
and learn, you know. It's okay.
The same people that she advocates for.
I wouldn't be Sleepy Joe though.
We'll put a pin in that though.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be Sleepy Joe. You're gonna be like a combination of like Lincoln and W.
No,
Yeah.
Barack, W,
You kind of look
and
like
Lincoln.
Abraham, actually.
Think so?
Yeah, I mean, if you let the beard kind of go,
Oh,
and
dude,
not
people
let
would
it
try
be
to kill me
manicured.
so fast. It'd be awesome.
I mean, are there any Wilkes Booth?
I'd be one of
left?
those people like they come up and shoot me. I just dodge out the way. You know, bitch, you thought?
And that's why you would be a combination of Lincoln and W, because you'd be,
And Neo, too.
you'd be
Yeah.
dodging
Yep.
like he dodged the shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with it. Vote for me, 2028. I think I'll be old enough then.
We're gonna
So
go,
you'll have Kanye for president in 2024 for 4 years, and then you vote for me.
and then you.
Yeah.
What's our campaign gonna be like?
Um,
What are we gonna use as our campaign points? As our rhetoric?
I'm going like back to like 2004. P Diddy, vote or die.
Vote or die.
Yep. And if you don't vote for me, you just die.
That's a pretty persuasive argument there.
Exactly.
Vote or die.
People fear
ladies
death.
and gentlemen, friends or foes.
People fear death. Vote or die. Vote
Don't
for me.
ask why.
Let's put it on a shirt. Like
You'll
vote for
die.
Pedro. Vote for Eric.
Vote for Vo.
Vote for Vo.
Vote for Vo.
You know who I would have be my first lady?
Who?
AOC.
Really?
Yeah, she's
You've
got a
said that
dumper on her.
before. You've
Yeah.
been talking
I got a
about
good.
that.
I got a crush on AOC. And she don't take shit.
That's fine. She's kind of she's a little too far left for my liking.
She is very
but
far left, but
You think you could
she.
rein her in?
I like her sassiness.
You think you could rein her in?
Oh, 1,000%. Yep, I could tame her.
Good luck.
Yep. But Purge, I'm just gonna throw a Purge party.
Purge party, huh?
Purge party.
So you're gonna lock down your house? throw a
Lock down
purge
the
party?
house, hire a DJ, get a bunch of Molly. Maybe like Steve Aoki comes out.
Steve Aoki.
Yeah, and just have a party.
I mean,
And then
what
there's
are you,
no crime allowed in my house.
What are you gonna do when people try and come fuck with your house, though? Because I mean, if you're
There's
having
gonna be like
some
200
bang-
people there.
if you're having like a banger of a party,
Would you fuck with 200 people on Molly?
no, I would not.
No, I wouldn't either.
I would not.
Exactly.
I've been to a festival. You do not wanna. You do not wanna poke that. bear.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
you don't. Yeah, the whole purge idea is fucking stupid. I'm staying at the house if it were to happen. If you want to come try and get mine, go ahead. But I'm gonna get you more
I
than
could see
I
you
get
just
Guy.
doing like a bunch of shrooms.
Oh
just
yeah,
chilling.
yeah. And then if it need be, I'm tapping into that
like it. I
that
like
dark
it.
side. But I don't
I
want
like
to.
Yeah, Purge is a stupid idea. Stick to Hollywood.
Yeah, leave it to the movies.
Illinois, you're a bunch of idiots, but
We
I
already knew
rest
that.
my case.
We already knew that.
Let's get on to the next one. This is a big topic in the world. Anyone that's had a girlfriend can relate to this.
Nuclear Armageddon.
Yeah, domestic abuse.
Well, that's not as big as Armageddon.
No, that's not it.
Anyways,
Why can't girls decide what they want to eat?
I think everybody can relate to that.
Exactly. What's the reason?
All men, well, all straight men, and oh my god, imagine lesbians. How the fuck do they decide where to
Dude, they
eat?
probably argue for fucking hours.
Oh my!
I never
god.
thought about that.
Oh
Holy
my
shit, that's
God.
groundbreaking.
Whoa!
We need 2 lesbians on the show to discuss this.
And then just
Can you call
open
a
up.
friend?
I don't. Well, I don't have any friends, like real friends. You, know
You don't
what
have
I'm
any friends at all, yeah.
saying?
You're right.
Nah, I don't have a lot of friends. I'm really weird.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I know a couple lesbians, but not well enough to ask them how do they figure out what to eat.
You're like one of those dudes that like, I swear I'm not racist. I have a couple black friends.
I got a couple people in my corner that look like you.
Yeah, my cousin Carl.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but go ahead. What's the answer though? Is
I
it
think
indecisiveness? Is it just the fact to argue?
I don't think it's a surface level answer like that. I think it goes back to more of kind of like a preordained biochemical.
I think
Fixation.
it's just a great opportunity to just be so fucking difficult.
It's their place to kind of go along with what their more masculine, more decision making type of partner.
No, because then when you give options, you're like, all right, let's get pizza. Ah, I don't want pizza. All right, let's get sushi.
You
Ah, I
want to
don't
know
want
the trick to
sushi.
that? You want to know the trick to that?
Go ahead, give me the
so
trick.
let's say you're driving out. You say, hey, if you could have anything in the world, or if you think you could guess what I want, if I could have anything in the world, what would it be? And then whatever they say, you're like, oh my gosh.
Oh
you're
my
right.
gosh, I was
'Cause
going
that's
there
usually
right
what
now.
they want.
Yeah.
That's usually what they want.
Okay.
But I think it has more to do kind of like with like a primal fixation as far as
no,
yeah,
it's just
absolutely.
being difficult,
No,
indecisive and difficult.
I think they crave us to
Dude,
make decisions.
it takes 2 hours for women to decide what they want to wear. You know what I mean? And then another 2 hours to get ready.
Tell them what to wear.
Well, they come out with 5 different options.
Then just pick one and say, "Hey, put it on."
And then you're like, "Are you sure? Let me try on the other one."
Yeah,
Yeah, it happens.
We've gotten too smart. We're too
Yeah,
evolved.
yeah. Here's the best way to do it. You pick 3 options, and then you say, choose one.
Sometimes that doesn't even work.
What does that say? For Bible believers, Eve doomed humanity when she chose. What did she choose?
She chose
To
to
eat
eat
the
the forbidden fruit, man.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So it's Eve's fault.
Well, I mean, that's a fucking answer I wasn't thinking of.
Yeah, if you could
I
go
was
back in
trying to go
time,
with, like,
if you
some-
could go back in time and stop Eve from eating the
I was
apple, would
trying
you?
to go with like some fucking like science-based answer. Maybe it's all Eve's
know what it
fault,
was?
because she made a
You know what it
definitive
was?
decision.
Adam was a pussy.
Or maybe
He was not a decision
or
maker.
maybe Eve
Mm-hmm.
was just a city girl.
Ooh, city girls are up.
Maybe she was just a
City girls
girl.
been up for fucking 2,000 years. Damn.
Yeah,
That's
in
wild.
bed with Lucifer himself.
No, city girls haven't been up for 2,000 years. We had a point in this country where like women were like doomed. They were
Well,
doomed.
I
They
mean-
couldn't vote. What else couldn't they do? Their salaries were low.
They couldn't choose who they wanted to be with.
Yeah, that's true too. Yep.
Mhm.
Imagine being like, this is your husband, and he's got like 2 teeth.
I mean, that sounds like Game of
Mhm.
Thrones to me.
They were property.
They
Yeah.
still are in my mind.
Cook, clean, and give me a blowjob.
And don't say a word.
And sometimes the blowjobs aren't that good.
Don't look me in the eye.
Don't look me in the eye.
Nah, that's a great question though, because at the end of the day, like for me, I'm pretty easygoing. I'm low maintenance, so like it's not like if I was really craving something.
So do you relate to Adam? Is that what you're saying?
No, because I think that's all bullshit. But I'm just easygoing, so like I would prefer to have the other person do what they want to do,
Mm-hmm.
which sometimes puts you in a bind because that person, in this case, her,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know what she wants.
Here's the best way to get out of it. Just cook.
What do you think I do most of the
Yeah.
time?
Because once you cook for them,
Game
it's over. It's a wrap.
Game
Yeah.
over. Yeah. And then, I mean,
They're just sitting on the couch wet, waiting to eat. That's
most
it.
most places these days, it's just a bunch of fucking processed food, bunch of junk.
That's true. That's true.
Yo, I went to the melting pot. Took her to the melting pot. That was the worst fucking place I've ever been to in my life.
Melted pot, that's where you like cook the food by yourself, right?
So bad.
I've been there. It's
So
overrated
bad.
for sure. The experience is cool. It's like, oh, we're cooking for ourselves, but
So I
the
got
food
some,
is like very low grade.
I got some tuna down in the fridge right now that I picked up earlier today. It's bomb.
Mm-hmm.
We got like, she picked an entree, I picked a different one, so we could kind of mix and match.
Yeah.
The shrimp was old, the tuna was old. The chicken that we got, once it was cooked, it was like a brown. It was like a gray color on the
Ooh.
inside. Bro, it was so bad. So bad.
Did
We
you
were
tip?
both sick.
Did you tip?
I mean, we did because like the waitress.
It wasn't
you know,
her fault.
Yeah, she wasn't like being a bitch.
20% minimum on tips.
She wasn't being a bitch about it, and they actually looked out. They kind of docked some of the bill. I think it was like 30 or
Did you
40%
complain?
off. We didn't complain, but she asked if we liked it, and we were just honest. We're like, nah, this isn't very good.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was just.
So
It wasn't a bad experience.
Melting Pot is definitely not going to be a sponsor of ours. You just rip them apart.
I don't give a fuck. That shit was horrible.
What if they wanted to write a check?
I don't want their money.
Okay.
They need to put some money into better product.
Hey, that check you were going to write me, just go buy some better food, please.
Please,
Mm-hmm.
please, because the average person raves about Melting Pot.
Yeah, they do.
I asked
They
a
do.
couple
Yeah.
people after the fact that I went there. I was like, "Hey, you ever been to a Melting Pot?" They're like, "Oh yeah, it's so good." And I mean, like
It's because the experience is good. It's like, yeah, it's
the
fun.
fondue was overrated. Number one, the cheese was not that great.
The fondue is what
The
you
di-
go for, like dipping the fruit and stuff
It
like that.
wasn't even
Yeah.
that great. The dessert, the chocolate
Was
fondue.
the fruit fresh?
I mean,
So.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't like canned fruit by any means,
Yeah.
but I doubt it was fresh.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, but the dessert fondue was probably the best part.
Or you can't fuck up
But
chocolate.
that's hard to fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can't fuck chocolate up at all.
You want to know something? I picked that.
I was gonna say, who chose that
I
place?
picked that. Now, she had made mention in the past of, wanting to go
Yeah.
there. We hadn't been there. We're not going back. I'll tell you that.
1-star review.
I'm giving it 2 because they actually, they gave good service.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
Okay. 2 for the service.
Yeah.
Okay, I can agree with
Yeah.
that. That's cool.
Yeah, if
You're a good
if you
person.
have good service, you get 2 stars off the rip.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they do 3 Michelin stars. The Michelin stars are based off the food, not the service.
I don't know what that means, but okay, sure.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And you're gonna outcook me.
Next one.
Gotcha.
I will outcook you, but
All right.
what the fuck was that? Okay, next one. Talking about woman. What's the first thing you notice on a woman? You just met her. What's the first thing you notice?
Eyes.
Eyes.
Eyes,
Okay.
definitely.
What attracts you to the eyes?
They're the gateway to the soul, man.
Yeah, okay.
They're the gateway to the soul. This will all age and wrinkle and deteriorate. Your eyes won't. Your eyes won't.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
Do you compliment them or you just like stare at them like a weirdo?
I definitely stare at them like a weirdo. That's the first test.
Yeah.
That's the first test. I look at them just like this. Say, hey,
And wait for them to respond.
my name's Reverend. Reverend Greg. You have very pretty eyes, young lady. No, but the eyes. The
How many
eyes for
times
sure.
does that work for you?
Once.
Once?
Once.
Yeah. Okay. What are you batting, like 100?
I'm batting 1,000.
Oh, you just tried it one time.
1 for 1, baby.
Okay,
One
okay.
for
Was it
one.
V over here?
Absolutely.
He stared at you like a creep? He stared at you like Jeffrey Dahmer?
Uh-huh. I said, hey, we're going to sit down and watch the Yankee game. And then you can leave.
Yeah, I can see you doing that for sure.
What is the first thing you notice?
I usually notice lips first.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, lips.
Yeah.
Because
if you
I
got
don't
the-
like small lips,
if you got
no
them thin
lips.
lips,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're useless.
Or if they're
Fucking
all
useless.
chapped or discolored.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lips for sure. And then non-looks is like energy. Like, do you give off good energy? Or
Yeah.
like, are you just fucking a mute and just weird? You know, you can tell. you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. Fuck, dude. At work, you get some weird
Oh
fucking
my
energies.
gosh.
Weird
yeah,
energies.
you do. Yep.
I
But like,
can't.
because I'm a weirdo at heart, so I need to be with someone I can just be myself with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
If you can't do that, then you're kind of putting yourself in a prison, so to
Oh,
speak.
for sure. Yep.
And you're not allowing yourself to grow from who you already are.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I agree.
I mean, the energy is the most important thing, but the energy also is a representation of their soul.
Yeah.
You know, for better or worse, and the eyes tell a lot. You know.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say tits, so I'm proud of you.
No.
No?
No, I'm
No,
more
no.
of an ass guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I agree.
Anyways,
So it's like, hey, I'm gonna stare.
that's
in your,
my real answer.
You stare in their eyes for about 30 seconds, and you go, "Hey,
Hey.
excuse me, turn around real quick."
Hey, can you turn
Thank you. I
around for me?
appreciate that.
And then you can leave.
Do you do turn around and bend over, or just turn
Second
around?
date.
Second date.
Second date. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
how the back shots are?
just kind of, look as they're going to the bathroom, just kind of, peek around. Ooh, all right. I see it.
You see how they sit down when they pee?
I see if they wash their hands or not. More importantly,
Or even wipe. Do girls wipe 100% of the time?
I mean, they should every time.
Yeah.
I would
I'm
think
curious
so.
about that.
I mean,
Yeah.
they have a way higher likelihood of getting a UTI or yeast infection.
Yeah.
So they better.
Imagine going down on a girl and you just taste urine.
What's wrong with that, buddy?
I don't know, man.
You never been peed on?
I mean, it's sterile.
Yo, me and OBJ this one time,
Who's OBJ?
Odell Beckham,
What'd y'all do?
we got peed on.
Yeah. Is that a
Yeah.
fetish?
I mean, that's just the way of life where I'm from.
That leads me into a question.
I did have somebody pee on my leg one time.
Yeah.
Because I got stung by jellyfish.
That leads me into a question, though. If a woman approached you and said she wants to shit on your chest, but she's going to pay you, what is your dollar sign? Like, everyone's got a price. What are you charging her?
I'd have to get back to you in 2 to 3 business days on that one.
Come on, man. Just give me a price. What are you charging?
I'm not doing it.
She's like, money doesn't matter. I want to shit on your chest. What are you doing?
Well, then I'm doing like 100 million.
100 million?
100 million.
Okay. Okay.
100 million. I mean,
I'm doing 100,000.
100,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just poop. Take a shower.
I mean, if they had it like right there in cash,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, but nah, bro. Like, come on, let's be real.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah,
a little weird.
nah, I'm,
You're gonna
I'm
sit
down,
here
I'm
and
down
tell
to
me
play
you
and
didn't
have
enjoy
fun.
2 girls, 1 cup?
Nah, I had a buddy show me
I was
it.
gagging the whole time.
I had a buddy show me it. I probably watched like 5 seconds, and I couldn't do it.
No, you didn't get to the end?
No, and don't tell me what happens.
Oh, shit. You sure?
Or at least tell me off air.
I
least
don't
tell
know
me
what
off
happens.
air.
I didn't watch it.
Yes, you do.
I didn't watch the end,
Yes, you do.
unfortunately. Let's put it on right now. Watch it. It'd be good
Let's
content.
not.
The boys watch Two Girls, One Cup.
And do like a reaction video?
The episode name is The Gang Watches Two Girls, One Cup. That's the name of the episode.
Nah, bro.
No?
Nah, I'm good.
And see,
The episode-
whoever gets a boner first gets punched in the face.
The episode should be called "The Gang Doesn't Watch Two Girls, One Cup" and has a wholesome video.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just hold hands?
I mean, we can if you're feeling down.
Nah. No.
You're not?
No, not
You
right
sure?
now. Yeah.
Okay, man.
But we're going to jump into some NBA predictions and previews. The season starts in a few days.
That's right.
Yep. And my Celtics, they're better than the Heat. We knocked you guys out last year.
Sure did.
But we're going to jump into that. All right, so let's jump into some NBA. I think we both agree basketball is our favorite sport, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, baseball has my heart, but as far as watching as a fan, it's definitely basketball.
I'm pretty hyped about this NBA season. What's got you hyped the most?
What has me hyped as a fan of my team is proving everybody wrong, because that's what they do pretty much year in, year out, consistently. We're probably the strongest organization as far as, being the same and sailing the same ship and not having pieces go in and out as far as the front office.
Yeah.
Spoelstra's going into his 28th
Spo's
year.
a good coach, man. He's a really good coach.
He's still underrated for
Yeah,
some reason.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Spo's Pat Riley. They both started the same way.
Exactly. What is there to not be excited about? You got all types of players coming back.
Dude, the
you got
talent
a
in
bunch
the
of
league right
young
now
guns
is
coming up.
amazing.
You can't even say that super teams are a thing anymore. You look across the board, everybody has like 2 or 3 all-stars or potential all-stars.
Yep.
It's insane. It's insane.
So, what's the biggest acquisition this year? Like, who made the biggest impact in the offseason?
I would say that surface value, the Mitchell trade to the Cavs,
Okay, yep.
is the biggest one. But at the end of the year, it might be that Gobert trade.
Yeah, that Gobert
If they
trade
can
is-
figure
yeah.
it out and match.
2 7-footers.
Yeah, and Towns can space the floor.
Mhm,
So if Eric takes a jump, D'Lo just continues his form. People sleep on D'Lo, man. Just because, what he have, like 18 and 8 last year?
D'Lo, yeah, he's slept on completely. He's
yeah.
on the Lakers. Then where'd he go? Brooklyn.
He led
Yeah.
them to the playoffs.
Yep.
Yep. I really like the way that Wolves team looks.
Yeah, you just beat me in 2K with the Wolves. I'm pretty upset about that.
Well, I tried to tell
It
you.
happens. Yeah, it
Trying to
happens.
tell you.
It happens.
The Hawks, I like them picking up Murray.
Yep.
That's a really
And
good
keeping
pickup.
John Collins was big.
Yeah, yeah. John Collins, another guy that's really slept on.
Yeah, completely slept on.
Yeah.
Celtics, come on. You got something to
Gotta
prove this year.
gotta give props to the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of murmurs about splitting,
Yeah, I don't think it was
Jalen
ever
and
going to
Jason.
happen. It was never
and we
gonna
talked
happen.
about that.
Yeah.
Even as like a fan of the Heat, it's like that's our rivals. That's one of the bigger rivalries
Yeah.
in the NBA
it is.
today.
It is, yeah.
I even said that. Why would you split them? They're so young.
There's no reason to.
You gotta
They're
let
both
them figure
young.
it out,
Yeah.
and they sure did under Ime.
I mean, I think what happened is they ran out of gas. Completely. They had no depth, so
Well,
those
you
guys were
think
playing
about
a lot
think
of
about
minutes.
the gauntlet. They had to run.
Brooklyn. Who was it? Brooklyn, Milwaukee,
Milwaukee,
and
they-
then Miami?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That Milwaukee and Miami stretch
Mm-hmm.
really beat them up.
Yeah, I agree.
Really beat them up.
And being that young in the finals, they just ran out of gas. And the Warriors are just the Warriors.
Yeah,
They've been there before.
yeah.
We're used to that moment.
And I'm glad that Steph got another one. Honestly,
So the season starts Tuesday. Celtics open up against the Sixers. That's going to be a great game right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
But for
Mi-
prediction wise, who's your top 4 in each conference? Who do you got at
real
the top
quick,
right
Miami and Boston play in like 2 weeks.
now? Really?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's like
Yeah,
our
we're gonna
third our
wipe the
third game of the
floor
season.
with them.
We'll see. My top 4 for the conferences.
Mm-hmm. So start with the East.
So I'm just gonna rattle them off. No, 1 seed I got Milwaukee. 2 seed I got
Okay.
Miami. 3 Boston, and 4 Philly.
Okay.
I think Milwaukee, Boston, and Miami are all going to be 2 games apart. and there's going to be a little bit of separation from the rest.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
I really do. In the West,
The West is going to be fun.
I got the Clippers
Okay.
at the 1 seed.
John Wall?
I think Wall's going to make a difference. Their depth is going to make a big difference.
Yeah, they're really.
They got a lot of pieces.
They got to stay healthy though. Paul George and Kawhi get hurt a lot.
Well,
But playing Paul George at the 2 is a game changer because he's like 6'8".
It's put up or shut up time for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, and I think Paul George has something to prove. Not that he's going to be the featured player because it's going to be Kawhi. But
Do you remember that series where he broke out against
Miami?
Was it Miami? LeBron? Yeah.
Bro, he was cooking us.
Cooking.
Yeah, Paul George slept on, man.
Yeah, no, he is
and that
for sure.
just
If he
goes
never
to
fucking
show you-
snapped his leg in half,
Well,
he might have already won
He
one.
completely changed his game.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he's still able to get to the rack, but he's so polished
Yeah,
now
he's a shooter
offensively.
now. Yep.
That's a testament to how much talent there is.
Yeah.
That someone like Paul George can kind of, go unnoticed to a certain extent. If he played in the 80s and 90s, he'd be
He
a
would
top 10
dominate,
type
yeah.
player. You could say that about so many
being
guys.
6'8", fucking at the 2 guard,
Right,
that athletic, yeah.
right.
That's saying something.
Yeah, I got the Clippers at the 1. Number 2, I got Denver.
Okay.
Got Denver. I think them getting a couple pieces back with Jokic.
Porter's got to take the next step.
And
He has to.
if he does, and he doesn't even have to take a huge leap. If he could just give you consistent 18 to 20 with efficient splits, play good defense, Jokic is a monster, bro.
Jokic going back to back to back MVPs.
I don't think so. And it's not because he won't have a good season. He's going to get close to 30 points, 13, 14
That
rebounds,
triple double, yeah.
6 or 7 assists. I mean, like, he's a fucking problem.
He is, yeah.
Arguably,
and he's still underrated, even after winning MVPs.
arguably the best player in the world.
Yeah.
You could really
Oh,
argue
yeah,
that.
for sure. I agree.
Denver's going to be right there. Going to be right there. I don't think Jokic will win it because of narratives. They don't like giving players back to back to back to back to back MVPs, or else LeBron, which would have won what, fucking 5 in a row, 6 in a row.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
I mean, LeBron was with Miami, and he had 2 other players that he could depend on.
Well, I mean, Porter, Murray,
Yeah,
those aren't players.
but they're not Wade Bosch status.
Sure, but there's so much talent in the league now.
Yeah,
You know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree.
He might have just as good a season, but he won't get it
Yeah.
just because
What
of
do you
the
got
way
at-
that the media
What do
works.
you got at 3?
At 3, I got Golden State.
Yeah,
I
they
think-
added what's his name?
Dante DiVincenzo.
Yep, Wiseman's back, looking good.
Yep. Kaminga.
hmm
Kaminga's coming into his own.
Jordan Poole getting knocked out. He's got a strong chin.
Yeah, that might hurt them
hmm
in the end. But they're gonna, relatively cruise through the regular season. They're just too good.
Yeah,
They're too good.
Curry's too good, man.
Their
It's
ball
a fucking
movement-
cheat code.
Their ball movement based offense is just really, really hard to beat. Really hard to beat, especially with how up and down the regular season is now. With the full court type of pace. At 4, I got Memphis.
I like Memphis a lot.
4, I got
love,
Memphis.
Love Ja Morant.
Yeah,
Bane is a shooter. And
Jaren
they got
Jackson Jr.
yep,
is a
Jaren
problem.
Jackson. Yep.
Yep. I think they're going to be right there. The West is kind of a toss-up, though.
The West is stacked, man.
Yeah.
They got 10 teams that can make it to the playoffs.
The East is stacked, too.
Yeah, that's
It's crazy.
true. That's true.
There's literally 20 teams that you can look at. Maybe more than 20, and you're like, wow, this roster looks
I agree.
amazing. 1 through 8, you've got so much talent.
Yep, I agree.
It's going to be the teams that 1 through 10 or 11 that are going to really...
There's 4 or
Make a
5
difference.
really bad teams that stand no chance, but other than that, it's pretty wide open.
Yeah, it is. There's not really any middling teams.
No, there isn't.
No. So yeah, those are my top 4.
So before I do mine, who do you got in the finals?
I got the 1 seeds, the Clippers and the Bucks,
Okay.
and I got the Bucks winning.
Bucks
in
winning?
6. Yep.
Giannis winning his second? Okay.
I
like it.
Yep. He's a man on a mission.
Yeah, dude, he's another cheat code. You
Yeah.
can't fucking guard him.
He really is.
You got to shut down everyone around him and just let him do his thing.
Right, and then you got to think about it. I mean, Middleton's a big piece for them. He's really their primary ball handler and their closer.
Yeah.
In that half court type
Yeah,
of
because
game. in
Giannis
the
doesn't have
playoffs.
that shot yet, so you got to
Right.
depend on Middleton. You got to depend on Holiday, who's very inconsistent when shooting.
Right. Right. I mean, you know he's going to bring it on the defensive end.
Yeah,
If
and then
Holiday's,
if Ingles is ready, that's another shooter.
that's going to be a good piece for them to have come playoff time. But Middleton's going to have something to prove. You know, because I would argue if Middleton doesn't go down in the first round, they probably handle the Celtics.
It'd be closer series for
Well,
sure.
I mean, it was.
I mean, it took Grant Williams going
game
off
seven,
to
right?
Yeah.
That game 7 was not close, but a 7-game series, you can't get any closer than going
Yeah,
7.
but Jalen is a good defender, so that would be a very even matchup. You know what I mean, against Middleton.
Sure, but he moves the needle enough to where I could see them closing out. What was it, game 6?
Yeah.
You know, because that game came down to the wire.
It's the what if we beat
Right,
him,
and
you know?
but that what if
injuries happen.
That what if is what drives these guys. I would imagine.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you know,
All right, my top 4.
okay, what you got?
Eastern Conference, Celtics.
Okay,
They added Brogdon.
Mm-hmm.
They added Blake Griffin. I know he's not the old Blake Griffin. Still a good piece.
right.
Gallinari coming back from an ACL injury. We'll see him back in the playoffs. But Tatum, Brown, and Smart are on a mission. I think Tatum wins MVP this year. I do. And that's not a biased opinion. I'm wearing the Celtics hat. I know. It's not biased.
Okay.
Celtics are on a mission. I'm telling you. And their window, they probably got 2-3 years left before they break up. Jalen's got to get paid somewhere, and I don't know if the Celtics have enough money to pay both of them.
What do you mean? Why would they not?
Tatum's going to be a big-ass contract in a couple years.
We'll table that.
We'll figure that out.
They shouldn't break
Number
them
2.
up.
Number 2, Philly. Harden and Embiid
Yeah.
off-season together.
Maxey.
That 1-2 pick-and-roll matchup is dangerous.
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese
is the
Maxey,
X
another
factor.
year. Tobias is there.
They
you know,
could
he
win
does
it all.
Yeah. Philly's got a good team.
They could win it
Yeah.
all if Harden gets back to form and Maxey's shooting the lights out and being aggressive like he
Yep.
was in the playoffs.
Number 3, Brooklyn.
Yeah, they
Brooklyn.
could. They also could go and win it all.
Ben
if they're
Simmons,
clicking.
if he's healthy and he plays, he's not being a bitch, is going to be a huge factor for
Defensive
that
Player of the Year
team.
candidate,
Yeah, because
All-Star.
now he handles the ball, and Kyrie and Durant do less. He plays defense. Kyrie doesn't have to worry about COVID. That's a scary team. Scary team.
What's
Only thing that's going to
scarier-
hurt them is their bench.
What's scarier than that is a pick and roll with KD and Ben Simmons or Kyrie and Ben Simmons. How do you
Exactly.
stop that?
No, you don't stop it.
Right. That's scary.
Yep. Number 4, Bucks. They're just going to be there. The Bucks are the Bucks. Giannis is Giannis. They're just
Yep.
going to be there. They're always going to be a top team with Giannis on their team.
Okay. I like
The
it.
Western Conference, I got Golden State number 1.
All right.
I think they could probably go back to back, with the young guns on that team and the vets on that team. They are a shoe-in probably to make it to the finals if they stay healthy.
Okay.
Number 2, Nuggets. I agree with you on the Nuggets. They're number 2.
All right.
3, the Grizz. They're going to be there. Number 4, Pelicans.
I like that.
Pelicans.
I like that.
CJ McCollum, Ingram, healthy, Zion that's not fat. He looks good right now.
Imagine if Ingram takes that jump.
I think he did last year. He's already made the jump. They made it to the playoffs last year without Zion.
yeah, no, they absolutely did. They got in the play-in and they got the job done, and they battled with the Suns.
Yeah.
But can he do that over the course of the season?
I mean, we
And
haven't
put
seen
them
that
in
yet.
position to go
Yeah.
and get like a 4 seed. You
Yep.
know what I mean? He's definitely got the ability. I really like him. There's so many guys that are easy to like and root for in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, it is. There's
You know
so
what I
much
mean?
talent, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You could pop on the Suns versus the Pistons and still enjoy it.
That league pass is probably one of the best investments a sports
It
fan
is.
can make.
It is. It was like
It's cheap this
It
year.
was like $25 a month to watch the Celtics. You can't watch them down here unless you
Right.
have that. So it was definitely worth it. But who's your MVP? I said mine. Who do you got?
Giannis.
Giannis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got clean sweep, Bucks winning, Giannis MVP,
So
Finals
Bucks
MVP.
championship,
Might
Finals
even-
MVP,
Might
and
even get a
MVP.
Defensive Player of the Year out of Giannis.
Don't hate on my boy Marcus Smart. Don't hate on him. And
I'm-
Jaylen Brown is a sleeper for that award.
You
too.
know, I'm not hating just because I picked someone else
No, you're a
than
hater.
Marcus Smart.
You're a hater. You are.
Nah, you're a hater.
No.
You're a hater.
I'm
Or-
a
Or you
realistic
just
mofo.
feed into what you hear from the media about my Heat, which is nothing.
Exactly. I was gonna say I don't hear shit about Miami. All I hear is
And that's
you.
the way we like it.
Yeah, no, they got nothing. They
Okay.
got nothing.
Right.
But anyways, NBA talk. Season starts soon. Episode 5 in the books. We appreciate y'all listening in. And for my co-host Greg, actually no, take us out, man. What do you got to say?
Friends and foes, hear my words. The Miami Heat
Oh, Jesus
will
Christ.
reign. We will reign. Heat and fire and strudels.